Very, very, very good and happy Sunday morning to all the dear students. Trust me, students, this morning is going to be really, really special for all of us. As we are not only going to meet the education legend who has been a motivator, a friend, a philosopher, and a guide to many, many teachers and millions of students, but also someone who truly loves you. Trust me, he truly loves you. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering, like, hum kabhi sir ko mile nahi, we never met sir, sir has not met us any time. Then how can you say that he truly loves us? Yes, trust me, when I say he truly loves you, he truly loves you. Because 38 years of his life, he has dedicated 24 by 7 to teachers and students. He has only thought about teachers, students, teachers, students. His life has been like that. For example, when he saw that the chalk dust is somewhere affecting the health of a teacher, what he did, he actually made classrooms without the chalk and board. Nobody could ever think about it. He was the first one who ever thought about this for a teacher. When he saw students are finding it difficult to understand the concept, imagine the concepts, what he did, he said, let's do one thing. Let us introduce PowerPoint presentations in our teaching, which will help child to identify, to understand the concepts really, really well. He actually made life really, really simple for you all. He saw that child's life is very, very colorful. Your mobile phones are colorful. Your TV sets are colorful. He said, why not make the blackboards colorful? When he realized writing practice is the best way to teach a child, that will actually make a child very, very, the studies for a child very, very easy, he introduced QR books. I have been with him for more than 20 years now, and trust me, students, every day I have learned something new. हम ऐसे ही नहीं कहते, he is the teacher to many, many, many teachers. So basically, till today, you must have just met your teachers. Today, it will be time for you to meet the teacher of all those teachers. It won't be wrong if I say that passion is something which he taught me. We keep saying, many leaders have passion. We keep saying that, but I have seen the true passion, and the true passion is what he has. I really feel, trust me, students, I really feel that everybody in India should have his blessings. He is an ideal role model. So let me introduce to you all the legend himself to make this Sunday morning really, really special for all of us. With a huge round of applause in your houses, let me introduce to you all the one and only Mahesh Shetty Sir. Sir, the stage is truly yours.
Thank you so much, Pankaj. What was that introduction?
All true, sir.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for this welcome. And good morning to all students who are in their houses on this wonderful Sunday morning with rains outside. The atmosphere outside is cool, so your mind must be cool today. Yeah. Just a request, see that no parents are around you, because what you are going to talk is between you and me. So tell parents thank you for sitting next to you, and it's you, me, going to have a beautiful half an hour, 45 minutes chat. Yeah. Today, my dear students, we are going to understand something beyond studies. Because studies, everybody is talking studies. You must be bored. Yeah. You must be thinking, kya studies, kuch aur bhi baatein karo. So I chose not to talk studies. Yeah. Because if you look at your studies, what is it? Mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, English, Hindi, Marathi, history, civics, geography, economics, French, Sanskrit. I don't think so anybody has studied self. There is no subject. If it's my name, Mahesh, then there is no subject called Mahesh. And the real learning of life is learning the self. And our education system doesn't cover the self. So today I will talk about self, the real learning, the real learning of life is self. I feel as humans, if you learn self, you will not only do well in life, but you will be at peace. The problem is when we are studying mathematics, we are ignoring ourselves. When we are studying chemistry, we are ignoring ourselves. Let's focus today's talk on self. Okay. So if you look at life around you, people have done well. People have not done well. People have reached great height. People have reached average height. Why this difference is happening in this world? Why some are doing extremely well? Why some are doing average? Why? It's because of only one factor, and that is expressing the self. We have various kinds of expression, like when you're sad, you cry. When you're happy, you smile. Your face has all the expression. But there is one thing in your face which is very, very important, and that is your speech. This whole body, best way of communication to the world is through speech. So today's important understanding and takeaway for you is learn to speak well. You will climb the ladders of life. I have passed on the secret to you. Don't forget this. Learn to speak well. You will climb the ladders of life. Now the question is, sir, where to learn to speak well? Now this is a good question. Where to learn to speak well? Profound question. We have ears. So if you learn to listen well, you will learn to speak well. And the best place to learn to speak well is where you are very comfortable. And that is your house. That is your friend. That is your school. Of course, pandemic, no school. But house is a beautiful place. And I think so. There you can learn to speak well. I have got many kids, many of them having a complaint that my parents are not listening to me. They're always scolding me. Now just think, who's not listening? It's not parent is not listening. You are not listening. You have to open up. It's not getting angry. See, if you already in your mind have a pre-understanding that my parents don't like me, they scold me, they are always not thinking about me. If that preconceived notion is there in your mind already, पहले से दिमाग में डाल दिया ये सब, हम बोलते हैं कचरा. Then what happens? That is talking to you, not your parent. Because as soon as your parent talks, you shut it. You're not listening. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you. So to develop listening, you have to be, first of all, not having any preconceived notions, ideas, thoughts. Leave it blank. Listen to them. It's not about fight. It's about learning to speak. very important. If you can talk well, I promise you, you can reach great heights. And the best place is people who know you. So with parents, you can first, I know confrontations happen, but first you tell Papa, Mommy, listen, I want to learn to talk because I know if I learn to talk well, I will do well in life. You you must have seen, people who are maybe less educated do extremely well in life. And people at times who are highly educated are not able to do well, though they should have climbed the ladder very high. Something stops them. That is communication. That is talking. And who better than parents to talk? I think so. You're missing an opportunity of life to talk. Today onwards, I want you to talk to parents, not fight, argue, debate. Talk. And your talking should be through your listening. It is not right or wrong. It is talking. Don't get into right and wrong. You will lose. Because even if you're right, you're losing. And even if you're wrong, you're losing. Why? Because it is between two people who love each other. The mother and the son, or the father and the daughter. It's about you with your family. So it's okay. If they're scolding, it's okay. I have to learn to talk, how to defend it, how to play it well. I want you to understand this fact that if you don't talk well, you will do okay. And if you learn to talk well, you'll do extremely well. I'll give you a few examples. Amitabh Bachchan. See how he talks? He must have spoken so well right from his childhood that at the age of 78, when people hang up their shoes and retire, he still talks and people want to listen to him. So where did he develop that ability to talk? At his home, with his friends. He didn't lose his balance of mind while talking. If you see, I have met him personally and spent time with him. He's a very rapt listener, always attentive, wanting to listen to the other person. And then when he talks, he knows what he's talking. It's not right, it's not wrong. I want you to see one video where you will understand how talking made this young gentleman a famous personality. Very young man. But listen to this young man. His name is Jai Shetty. How he talks as if, the whole world wants to listen to him. Hardly in his early 30s, but got so much fan following. See him, you'll enjoy.
A university professor started off his class by picking out of his back pocket a £20 note. And in this lecture hall of about 200 people, he asked, how many of you would like this note? Naturally, all 200 hands went up. He said, interesting. He then said, before I let you have it, let me ask you this question. He took the note and folded it in half twice. And then he said, how many of you want this note? Still 200 hands went up. Now he said, let me try something else. He took the note and he crumpled it. He said, how many of you want this note now? Still 200 hands went up. Finally, he chucked the note on the floor. He screwed it with his shoe and crumpled it even more, picked it back up, now with dirt, and said, how many of you want this note? All 200 hands were still up. He said, today you've learnt an important lesson. No matter how much I crumpled that note, how much I scrunched it up, how many times it was trodden on, you still wanted it because it was still worth £20. In the same way that £20 note held its value, so do you. No matter how many times life will tread on you, life will crumple you, life will scrunch you, and life will squeeze you, you will always keep your value, that spark within us all of bliss, knowledge, and eternity that exists. That spark will never be taken away. Our value is not created by the price of our clothes or our bank balance or the job title that we have. See, we should be building life and not just building our CVs. In the middle of 2009, he was the software engineer that no one wanted to hire. He had 12 years of experience at Yahoo, but he was rejected by Facebook and then rejected by Twitter. He'd been to a great university. He had a great CV. But he decided to team up with one of his alumni members at Yahoo and started to create an app and focus on the startup space. In 5 years' time, he sold that app for $19 billion to Facebook. Believe it or not, that was Brian Acton, the co-founder of WhatsApp. When he was rejected from Facebook, he said it was a great opportunity to connect with some fantastic people. I look forward to life's next adventure.
Saw that. He makes money out of talking. Yeah? He makes his life out of talking. He makes lives of other people by talking. Yeah? He gave a beautiful example that how important it is to have value in life. Now tell me, how is your value decided? It's by what you talk. Yes. It's how you talk that decides your value. If you talk well, what people tell, बढ़िया आदमी है, बहुत अच्छा. It'll help you in your promotion. It'll help you in your business. It'll help you in your growth. It'll help you in your relations with your mother, with your father, with your children, with your wife, with your sisters, with your cousins, with your neighbors, with everybody. So he was talking about the value which is within you. And that comes out of your speech, because what is inside comes outside through your speech. He was talking about a young man who didn't get a job after having degrees. But because intrinsically the value was strong, he could easily walk through life. He could grow through life. And he created for you and me WhatsApp. Makes so much sense. If you do that every day, people will remember you after you leave this earth. People will tell, there was a man who gave us so much. I remember Steve Jobs, who gave a speech where he gave small ideas, how his life was difficult and how he faced them very beautifully. His mother, when he was born, left him. And he was an adopted child. But he was not disturbed by that. His own mother didn't own him up because he was born to unwed mother. But he didn't feel disgusted about it. Just imagine not being owned up. At birth itself, how much depression must have been there? No. He loved his adopted parents. He walked through it. And his adopted parents had given a commitment that they will make him a graduate. But he became a dropout. Because he's telling, I want to do something different. His influencers were his thoughts, which were from within. His value was within him. And he created for you and me iPhone, Apple. In 2005, he got a very big disease, pancreas cancer. He survived. He fought. He went on to create. Finally, 2012, he died. Now tell me, a man born in 1955 died in 2012. What you and I remember is his work. Now, he was Steve Jobs. He gave behind something big. But at least you give back to your family. They are at your home, who love you every day. They'll remember you. They will tell, yes, there lived a man in our house who was so wonderful, who used to speak so beautiful, whose expressions were awesome. Wow. He was intrinsically very strong. He never gave up. Your life is not physics, chemistry, math, my dear children. Your life is you. And it's you who decides you how you will be perceived in life. Yes. Open up to this fact that this whole life is about you, and you. And this you has to be outstanding in life because I have chosen to be that. And I don't give up on that. Every day of my life, I love myself more than anything else. I won't get hurt. I won't get depressed. I won't get low, come what may. Just like that currency which that young man threw on the floor. Yes. Develop that feeling every day. I've seen students telling, "Oh, मेरे को physics में कम marks मिला." It's fine. It's physics. It's not you. You are not physics. And physics is not you. You are more than all that. Much more than all that. Yeah. Face it with a smile. And if you lose this smile, you lose this life. And it's not, anything on this earth is not worth it. Now you may tell, "अरे sir, पढ़ाई का तो बात ही नहीं कर रहे sir, पढ़ने का बोलते ही नहीं." वो बोलने के लिए बहुत लोग हैं, लेकिन ये बोलने के लिए कोई नहीं है कि तुमसे बढ़कर दुनिया में और कोई नहीं है. Yeah. I want you to listen to one of my favorites, who talks education very beautifully. Yeah, I regard him as one of the best speakers who gave so much to all of us. Yeah, he speaks education like nobody's game. He's old, but he's a great speaker. Yeah, just listen what he's talking about education and learning. It will transform you today. Yeah, his name is Sadhguru, and he's speaking at the Christ University. Just listen to what he spoke about education and learning.
Education is not just about learning. Education is about learning to use yourself, learning to use your body, your mind, your emotion, everything in a certain way. It's very important that you know how to remain focused on something that doesn't mean a damn thing to you. It's very important. See, people who'll say that they lack concentration, they fall in love with the neighborhood somebody. Oh, they're fully concentrated. So it's not that they lack concentration. They say, "I don't have good memory." Show them a suspense thriller movie, every scene they will remember. So their memory is pretty good. Only thing is, they have not learnt to use their mind in such a way, it doesn't matter what, they can apply themselves. If that is not there, you will not make a headway with your life. All the time, world will not be throwing the kind of ball that you want to hit. Do you understand? When you go and stand at the cricket pitch, they're not going to throw the ball, the kind of ball that you want to hit, they will throw that ball that you cannot hit. Yes or no? Only when you hit that ball that is difficult to hit, then people will say, you are fantastic.
I think so. This must have made you understand what is learning. Use your education. Yeah. Until unless you don't use your education in your life, you are not learning. Yeah. What he's trying to say to all of us, it's not about this is my favorite subject, this is my, not so favorite subject. No. He's telling, just do it. It's okay. Okay. We don't like many things, but we do it. Like you may not be liking to brush your teeth, but you go and brush your teeth. Okay, just like that, you may not be liking Marathi, but you have to do it. It's the curriculum. It's okay. Don't mind it. अरे ये थोड़ी करना है, ये थोड़ी यूजफुल है लाइफ में. ऐसा तो बहुत सारा चीज यूजफुल नहीं है लाइफ में, लेकिन हम रोज करते हैं. ओके, वो माँ जब भी खाना पकाती है वो बोलेगी ये यूजफुल नहीं है क्योंकि तुम बाद में जाके उसको डिस्पोज ऑफ करोगे, तो खाओ ही मत ना. नो, इट डजंट वर्क. It has to go through the system, digest, and then it goes out. Yeah. So she will tell it is going out, so don't eat only from today onwards. Is it possible? No. You have to digest it. It has to go through your system. You have to enjoy that. Not that everything is going to be very interesting. Yeah. But one thing remember, very important, don't lose your balance. Nothing is worth it. Nothing means nothing. So today, you're going to play the game called life. And the players who are going to throw ball at you are your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friend, your teachers. And remember, they're not going to throw you ball which you can straight hit. They are going to throw you that kind of ball which you will not be able to hit. And if you still hit it, then you are Sachin Tendulkar. Then you are Virat Kohli. So let's be that Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli of this life. We will hit the ball and people will clap. That's the game. Remember, my dear student, that's the game. That how well you play. And your play is your speech. But that's the only way we can express. Yeah. Of course, we have expressions on face, but the best expression is how well you speak. You saw two speakers who spoke so well. I want you to listen to one of my favorite entrepreneurs. You know why? Because he being born in China, okay, which is not such a free country like India, lot of binding. Imagine he comes out of that, stands on his own feet, and makes an impact on the whole world. The whole world is talking about him and creating a fascinating chain, which generally you will see entrepreneurs in US doing it. But he did it. And listen to him. He'll be so useful for you in life because he has seen only sadness. And listen to him from his mouth. Why I should speak about him? I'll speak about me. Yeah. See what he has to say.
I a lot of fail. I failed for funny things that I failed a key primary school test for 2 times, and I failed 3 times for the middle schools. You know, for 3 years I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police. They said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC come to China, come to my city. 24 people went for the job. 23 people accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So for me, being turned down, rejected. Oh, by the way, I told you that I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. I know I'll be rejected. I just don't want to say that.
They're sorry now.
I think we have to get used to it. We're not that good. Even today, we still have a lot of people reject us. I don't think in this world there are a lot of people be rejected more than 30 times. If we, the only thing we never give up, the only thing we're like a Forrest Gump, we keep on fight, we keep on change ourselves. We don't complain. Whether you were successful or not successful, I find that people, when they finish the job, if they make the mistake, if they fail, if they always complain the others, this guy will never come back. If the guy only check himself, yeah, something wrong with me here, something wrong with me there, this guy has a hope.
Wow. What a speech, yeah. What a speech. Yeah. Pankaj, what a speech. Yeah. Change yourself.
Truly, sir. Very, very inspiring. I mean, get used to rejections, but change yourself, and that is
Change yourself. My dear student, change yourself. We have a habit of complaining that teacher is not good, that teacher didn't complete it in the right way. Okay, my mother is not good. People who complain about others, 100%, not even 99, 100% will not do well. Why? Because they always think of somebody else. They don't focus on changing themselves. I think they are missing the bus called life. It's an opportunity. It's a small journey, my dear friend. Time will pass like this. When I was young, I was in awe of Bill Gates, awe of him. I was in awe of Steve Jobs, awe of him. Today, there is no Steve Jobs. Bill Gates has retired. He's not in action. Just see, Twitter. But they have left impact. So if you have to leave an impact behind, you have to change yourself. Every day, you have to observe yourself. What's going wrong? Let me work on that. What's going there? Let me go on that. But if you sit and tell, hey, ये ऐसा करता है, मेरा घर छोटा है, मेरा दोस्त का घर बड़ा है, मेरा दोस्त के घर में इक्विपमेंट्स है, मेरा लैपटॉप ठीक नहीं है, मेरा यूट्यूब ठीक नहीं है, मेरा वो ठीक नहीं है. I think so, the tea vendor would be selling tea, not becoming a prime minister of country. Yeah. You can understand what effort he must have taken to climb up the ladder of his life. What effort those people who were very lowly placed climbed very big ladders. Yeah. Just imagine a man in USA who is a black man and went to become the president of United States of America, which never happened. Never ever happened. What must be his determination? What he must have done to change himself? Who could not afford a university education. But he fought it out. He told, I won't give up. Wow. From a school student to a university student to a law graduate and climbing to become United States of America's president. And listen to his profound words for you and me both. I want you to listen to this wonderful human being whom I admire. I really admire him. Against all odds, he could really, really, really win this game called life. And today also he lives in simplicity, my dear friends. He lives in simplicity. That's the beauty of this man. There's so much to learn. Just watch him.
There were times when I was lonely and I felt like I didn't fit in. So I wasn't always as focused as I should have been on school. And I did some things that I'm not proud of. And I got in more trouble than I should have. And my life could have easily taken a turn for the worse. But I was lucky. I got a lot of second chances, and I had the opportunity to go to college and law school and follow my dreams. My wife, our First Lady, Michelle Obama, she has a similar story. Neither of her parents had gone to college, and they didn't have a lot of money. But they worked hard, and she worked hard so that she could go to the best schools in this country. But some of you might not have those advantages. Maybe you don't have adults in your life who give you the support that you need. Maybe someone in your family has lost their job and there's not enough money to go around. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't feel safe or have friends who are pressuring you to do things you know aren't right. But at the end of the day, the circumstances of your life, what you look like, where you come from, how much money you have, what you've got going on at home, none of that is an excuse for neglecting your homework or having a bad attitude in school. That's no excuse for talking back to your teacher or cutting class or dropping out of school. There is no excuse for not trying. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you'll end up. No one's written your destiny for you. Because here in America, you write your own destiny. You make your own future.
Wow. It's not America, it's everywhere in the world. So people make their own future. Yeah. But he was mentioning since he was in America. Yeah. I'm asking you one question today. And that question is, who are you? And who defines who are you? It's only you who define who are you. Don't miss this opportunity, my dear friends. Yes, it's fine to lose. It's fine to fail. But it is not fine to lose yourself. It is not at all fine. Please love yourself. Please look at yourself every day. Watch yourself, watch your thoughts, watch your actions, and above all, watch your speech, what you talk. And if that one gets corrected every day, your communication skills develop automatically because you give very good message to the whole world. You can talk to the whole world with confidence because you're observing yourself. You're filling yourself with thoughts which are important for you, which are important for your growth, which are important for your own creation. You're creating yourself every day. Yes, you are creating yourself every day. Your parents are just observers in your life who are helping you, who are your guides, who stand by you. But at the age of 14, 15, 13, I don't want you to tell me that I don't know what it is to be my own self. It is not difficult. It is not difficult. It is a realization. I can understand a 4-year child, 3-year child, but 14 is enough for you to stand on your own feet and take your decision. Don't get tempted by wrong things of life. Those influences which are wrong will destroy you. You, not anybody else. It's not worth it to destroy yourself. Have fun. Keep smiling. Yeah, you'll find that smile on your face every day. I got 0 in my maths test when I was in my 10th standard. By the way, when I used to teach maths. Did I give up maths? No. The whole class laughed at me. I didn't get affected. I just told my teacher, I didn't understand. It's okay. My teacher scolded me. My parents were called. I didn't feel humiliated. I told I didn't know it. did my best. I tried. I failed. So what? What I did next was important. That's about you. I didn't blame the teacher. I didn't blame my mother. I didn't tell my mother was not educated. That is why I didn't do well in math. No. I didn't tell the teacher doesn't know how to teach. No. You know what I did? I went and sat next to a first ranker and told him, just tell me how to do this sum. You know, first rankers are first rankers. They don't share their secrets. But I didn't give up. I went to the second ranker. But second ranker also had a similar attitude. Didn't give up. I went to the third ranker. And he was a sweet boy. So it was that effort. And he told me, this is how you do it. I went back. My teacher started observing me and telling that this boy is putting effort. He started liking me for who I am, for that effort which I was putting. And I became his favorite student. And you know, once you're a favorite student of your teacher, you always are full of, you know, goodies. Whenever I used to have doubt, he would never hesitate to solve. He would tell Mahesh, come here. Because he would see that this boy is putting that extra effort. And you won't believe, I stood first in the school. It was thanks to that teacher and those friends, those classmates of mine. And then those first rankers, second rankers used to always come to me and solve their doubts by the end of the year. So it made me a maths teacher. Yes. I could teach maths to all. I could do well. And today, thousands of students are listening to me. Why? Because I speak well. My family loves me because I speak well. My colleagues, you know, Pankaj, just now, Pankaj sir told that we look at him. Why? Because we speak well. It's all about what we speak. So today's talk was only about this. Speak well. That's all life is about. You go back, watch YouTube. If Swami Vivekananda has spoken some 150 years back in United States of America, in a spiritual conference, my dear American brothers and sisters, it is a speech which the world remembers. Okay. If some leader has spoken about quit India, it's a speech which you and I remember. Everything is about what you speak. So today onwards, watch yourself and grow yourself. I would like Pankaj to add some points or anything if he wants to express, because I feel he is the anchor and the host for the day. Would give some idea of what I spoke, and I'm sure students must have got this one word, because you give lot of things, they don't take anything home. But if you give them one word, Pankaj, that speak well, now it's registered for life. You know, I don't want to give them gyan. Okay, gyan is gyan, but this one word, I think so, made my life. So I thought I should share with my dearest students. Yes,
I mean, thank you so much, sir. And I'm sure students must have already realized by now how special this Sunday morning was. So many insights in just 40 minutes, right, students? What is education? Education is learning to use yourself. Wow. Have you ever thought of this? हमारे लिए education was always scoring marks. Physics में कितना मिला, chemistry में कितना मिला. You are much more than that. Remember, students, life will throw balls that you cannot hit. Okay, don't only expect the balls that you can hit, and that's what makes you great. You should hit the balls which you cannot hit. Try to hit them. Wow, what an understanding that was. Change yourself. Don't keep blaming. Very, very important. What an attitude that is. No excuse for not trying. Students, get this. We keep getting these excuses, sir, day to day, as teachers, when we are dealing with them, a lot of excuses. There is no excuses. There is no excuse for not trying, right? And most important, love yourself. Very, very important. As sir rightly said, students, तुमसे बढ़कर दुनिया में और कोई नहीं है. Accept this fact. You are much, much, much above some marks or physics or whatever it is. And yes, I'm sure, sir, from today, students will start speaking well, really, really well. And that is what matters. And that is what is more important. The students speak well. Also, sir, actually, there are many students who have been sending us some questions, So they would want you to answer a few questions. When I was just reading these questions, I thought, यार जब हम भी बच्चे थे, हमारे मन में भी यही सारे questions थे. So maybe we keep saying that the generations are changing, but the questions remain the same. So it is actually not changing. जब मैं भी like छोटा था, same questions. The only difference is we got this answer a little late, but these students are really lucky because they are getting the answers to these questions so early in their life. So students, this is something which is great, right? So let me just put those questions, right? I'm sure they would be waiting to know the answers to this. Very basic but nice questions. The first and the most, I'm sure all the teachers, all the teachers who are also logged in right now will relate to these questions, The first question that a child asked was, rather many students asked this: how to avoid distractions and focus on studies well?
Wow, that's a great question. How to avoid distractions? You can't avoid distractions, okay? Because distractions are distractions, okay? Yeah, but you can pay less attention to it. It is your choice whether to pay attention to that or to pay attention to studies. Distractions will be around you. That saying is there, na? Kamal ka phool kichad mein ugta hai, So distractions are going to be there. You can't tell nahi hoga. You can't lock your house, and tell nahi hoga. Like, that king, if you remember, Pankaj wanted to walk on the street and he told, put carpet because the stones and the pebbles are hurting my feet. Yeah. Right. So wherever he used to walk, they used to put carpet. Yeah. But that was not the solution. He had to just wear a shoes. Why you're laying carpet? Yeah. You just wear shoes and those distractions will not hurt you. Yeah. So distractions, you can't avoid them. Yeah. You can ignore them. You can just let them exist, but it's okay. Okay. Vishwamitra, I think so. Vishwamitra, am I right? Menka and yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he lost it. So it's okay at times to lose also. It's not that you'll always win it. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is distractions are going to be there. You don't get present to it. You get focused on what you want to do and be consciously present. If you really are finding difficulty, then do meditation, okay, or chant some, any of your holy books, some recitations. So you'll automatically be out of it. Yeah, that is one possibility. Second is go to your parents, give them a hug, and talk to them that these distractions are happening in my life. Please help me, and I'm sure they will chat with you, and in that conversation, that listening, you'll get the answers to your question. Yeah, but a good question, Pankaj. Thank you so much.
Wow, such a practical answer, students. Distractions will be there, right? It's there. Accept it first. Learn to manage it, right? Try to ignore it. If no, do meditation, do some other activity. Such an amazing answer. Such a simple answer, such a simple solution to such an age-old problem. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, second question will be, I don't know, little tricky, maybe easy for you because you actually, addressed their parents 2 weeks back. So this is with regards to their parents. So a child asks, my parents are very strict about my studies. How do I deal with the parental pressure?
क्या बात है. I agree. They are not around you, so don't worry. We can chat. Yeah. Uh, don't ignore them, please. You'll tell sir ने बोला distraction है, ignore करो. No. They are parents. Okay. They are putting that pressure on you because they are worried. Okay. They are worried. They are worried that if their child loses the track, then he will have difficulty. See, one pandemic made us sit in our houses for 2 years. You can understand why they are pressurizing you. Okay, one pandemic. Did the world know how to face it? Nobody in the whole world knew how to face it. Yeah, but we faced it as human beings. Courageously, we faced it. We lost many of our loved ones in this COVID. Yeah, but it's okay. We are still smiling. We are still facing it. People lost their jobs, but they're still fighting. So what is the parent wanting? The parent is wanting you to do well. Now, how to solve this parent problem? How to solve this pressure? Hey, if your communication is good, if not, start working on it. Give them the confidence. Chat with them and tell them, this is your son. Promise you, mom. Promise you, dad. I'll do extremely well. I promise you. I'm committed to life. I'm committed to who I am going to be. And I've chosen to be a wonderful human being, strong personality, and face life boldly. Mom, dad, don't worry. Believe me. Still, they will not stop pressurizing. Yeah, it's okay. Accept it. But give them that faith through your actions, through your daily work. They are observers who are observing your life. They will put that, little bit hindrance to you when you get disturbed. It's okay. No? Why you're so disturbed? Why are you so worried about it? Yeah. But sharing with them that I am feeling the pressure. Please, mama, don't do it. Na? It's hurting me. That is enough for them to understand that it is not helping. It is rather making your life difficult. Yeah. So they will understand. And if your communication slowly starts improving, okay, believe me, they'll fall in love with you. They will tell, I have confidence in my child. He knows to speak well. He knows to behave well. They will see that. And then they will understand, nahi, sale ho jayega. They will keep their expectations only to that level. Okay. Otherwise, they are worried. They are worried. And please share, talk, and understand your parents. They are going through a lot of challenges. Yeah. I know you too are going through a lot of challenges. But that's how today everybody's life is. Yeah. Just chat with them. Yeah. And as a family, okay, go around, tell mom, don't worry, mom. Show your confidence. Yeah. And show your behavior in your work. I'm sure there won't be any pressure there. Yeah. Thank you, Pankaj.
Thank you so much, sir. So students, as the session was all about, speak well, communicate well with your parents and they love you. I'm sure your parents would have had the same complaints with their parents when they were kids. And I'm sure when you will have your kids, you will also be trying to do this. So it's okay. When you communicate well, I'm sure things will do well. Thank you so much, sir, for this amazing answer. I'm sure a lot of pressure would be already gone now because it's just a simple thing. Just communicate well with your parents and they love you. They'll understand you, right? Sir, now with this current pandemic going on and the entire schedule of a child has gone for a toss. They are also facing these new challenges in life. So next question is all about the schedule. A child asks how to make a proper study schedule. Due to the online lectures, assignments, and self-study, the students are completely plagued. Please suggest a systematic study routine. How to continuously revise the previous chapters and topics daily? How do we manage that? How do I handle a school and a classwork? How do I manage both? And ultimately, a child is saying, I'm not able to do all of this and I'm becoming anxious and depressed. Anxiety and depression is what they are saying because they are not able to manage their schedule well.
That's not good. That's not a good sign. Anxiety, depression is not a good sign. Okay. As I told you, it has no connection to your, okay. Studies are studies. They are a part of you, but that's not your life. Okay. Your life is much more than that. Yeah. So please don't get depressed about it. Yeah. Yes. Scheduling. I feel the only thing is not happening in your life is a proper recreation. But from time saving, I think so you are saving a lot of time because previously when you have to travel to school, you take maybe 15-20 minutes to go to school, 15-20 minutes to come back from school. Already 1 hour is gone in that. So that time has saved. You go to coaching class, you come back from coaching class, you meet friends on the way. So 1.5 hours that has been saved. So as it is 2.5 hours has been saved. I feel that time should be used for recreation. Maybe inside the house you do some exercise. If your parents are not allowing you to go out, or if in your building there is some playground where you can go and jog and come, or play some games there if possible with other friends of yours, do that. Okay. Or have some recreational activities around you, because your time has saved now, actually speaking. And I think so Indian kids have developed a bad habit of not focusing while the teacher is teaching. If you listen once now, my dear child, once, it is enough. There's no need to listen 2-3 times. Once is enough to retain. Because Pankaj was telling how to practice every day. Why you want to practice the same thing every day? Instead, you write tests, ask for more tests and practice. Okay, instead of revising. Why revise again and again? You did enough ABCD. Okay, you revised and it is there here. Okay, you wrote it many times. Now you're grown up. You're 14. You're not in KG. Behave like a grown up. Listen to it once very attentively. And once you listen, you'll remember. Then practice through tests. Ask for different papers in different formats. Okay. And write those tests. I think so that's the better way. Yeah. More writing is important because finally your exams are all about writing. Yeah. So do that writing practice. You don't have to read again and again. It's so stupid to read the same thing again and again. Once, read it carefully. It should be registered. Then try to see different possibilities of questions that can come around that. Write and practice. And if there is a mistake, that error will be visible to you. So work on the error that can come out of your writing. Okay, there could be spelling mistake. There could be error of, you missed an important word. Work on those errors. You missed a step. Okay. I feel children have to develop a habit of writing tests and assessments more, Pankaj, than just repeating. That's so sickening. That's why I think so they're getting depressed, because they're just repeating. Let's stop that. Yeah. Let children start writing more assessments. I think so that will solve their problem. It is improvising on the errors.
Right. Wow, students, this is what experience is all about. We always keep saying revise, repeat, but then what an amazing thought. Don't repeat, don't read the same thing again and again. Write a lot. This is where QR books came into picture, right? Write. In the class also write. Listen to your teachers well. आपकी आधे से ज़्यादा पढ़ाई classroom में ही हो जाएगी. And in fact, students, as sir rightly said, you all are saving so much of time. No travel, the schools are not like for all 6-8 hours. So I think life should be much better. Look at that way. Thank you so much, sir, for this perspective of a positive perspective to the current situation right now. This is so amazing, right? Right, students? Um, Sir, this is again a little tricky. This is happening nowadays a lot. I compare my life to my rich peers and feel upset seeing them living a privileged life. How do I overcome this, and how do I cope up with this peer pressure? Again, pressure.
All is pressure only.
Pressure, pressure.
See how to work with your rich peer group. There's only one answer. Tell your parents to become rich. You'll have to go and tell your mother, father, that Papa better get rich because I want all those privileges. Okay. I understand that rich children have more better comfort. But I would like to tell you that a butterfly comes out of a caterpillar. Remember that. The more struggle, the better you blossom. Okay. Uh, 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 the Pandavas had to go to exile to blossom. Okay. They would have sat in their so-called, palace, and they would not become what they wanted to become. The struggle is a beautiful thing to grow as a human. And if you are not rich, then it is a privilege because you have an opportunity to become rich. Just imagine that rich child. He can never say, I worked hard to become rich. just think from his mind. Anybody will say, अरे तेरा बाप बहुत अमीर आदमी था इसके लिए तो एकदम अच्छा किया. He will never get that sense of achievement. Who's privileged? You are privileged because you have an opportunity to achieve. That poor fellow, I'm worried about him. He can't say only कि मैंने जिंदगी में कुछ किया because वो बोलेगा क्या किया तूने, तेरा पप्पा का है सब. Just imagine. So you be thankful that you have parents who are not very rich because you have an opportunity to outgrow. What pressure? It is fun. It is not pressure. It's beautiful because opportunity is there. Yeah.
This was the amazing and the best perspective we have ever heard on this. This was so motivating, students. Why, hope to born with a silver spoon, rather try to achieve it. You will have the sense of achievement, not him. Wow. So this was something which is great. And I'm sure most of the students who are now listening are like motivated that yes, we need to achieve. And that is what is more important, right? I think the next question, they must have already chosen a role model today. How to choose the right role model or mentor to guide us in our life?
Lord Buddha very beautifully has told this, that it is not teacher. Okay. It's when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yeah. So in your life, a role model will appear to you when you are ready. It is a very natural thing because you attract that energy. Okay. The model will walk into your life. Okay. And that role model could be in any form. Okay. It could be in the form of a teacher. It could be in the form of a friend. It could be in the form of a guru. It could be in the form of, you don't know what form it will come. It could be your boss. Okay. Like for our late president, Dr. Abdul Kalam, it was Satish Dhawan who was his mentor. Okay. But our scientist Satish Dhawan never became the president. But Abdul Kalam went ahead to become the president of this country. But his role model was his guru, his colleague, his senior, his immediate boss, Dr. Satish Dhawan. He saw in him that, okay, very beautifully he told, when their launch missile failed, Dr. Satish Dhawan told, Abdul Kalam, you don't face the public wrath, okay, the public anger, I will face. But Abdul Kalam told, sir, I failed. He told, no, no, I was the head of this committee, so I failed. I will take all the blame. And Dr. Satish Dhawan went and took all the blame and told, sorry, I failed. And public, whatever, made whatever, you and cry. And then after a few years, when they succeeded under the same leadership of Dr. Satish Dhawan told Dr. Abdul Kalam, you go now. He's telling, sir, but you succeeded. He told, no, no, it was because of you all we succeeded. Now you go and face the media. And Dr. Abdul Kalam faced the media, and because of that one thing, he became the president of India, because he got that confidence to face the public. Now, what will you talk about Dr. Satish? He was a man who only gave. Thanks to such people on this earth. Yeah. So such gurus will come. Now, where they will come, how they will come, I don't know, but they will come. That's why Lord Buddha told, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yeah.
Wow,
Pankaj?
this was amazing. Students, be ready, and I'm sure the role model will appear. Like for us, it was 20 years back. Uh, the role model appeared, and as I said, after that 20 years, we have been learning. You must have just realized there's a different perspective to every question that you ask, and a very positive and a very practical perspective. This is how we got our role model. So thank you so much, sir, for everything.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
And as you just spoke about the confidence, so few of our students have this issue. They say we feel underconfident while speaking with new teachers and students. How do I work on my communication skills?
I think so. I spoke only communication. But students, start by talking to yourself slowly, and develop this habit of talking to people who are younger than you, because the younger ones will never back answer you. Okay. So people who are younger than you talk to them, explain them. It is a possibility that you may be teaching them also. Like say somebody's in 5th standard, 6th standard, just teach them maybe addition, subtraction, multiplication, some basic numerals, some small air, physics, whatever is there for that standard. When you start talking to people younger than you, they will not pounce on you, or they will not attack you. They will regard you as an elder brother or elder sister, and they will see in you a role model, and then you will feel confident. Okay. So develop this habit of teaching something to the younger ones. This is done especially in a lot of European countries, where a very brilliant child is made to teach his juniors. So he develops the skill of speaking and confidence. Yeah. In India, we don't have it still, but slowly it may develop, because we are following now national education policy. A lot of things will develop around it, but you don't wait for that. You start from today, and you see change will come in you. Yeah. Look out for some younger ones, chat with them, talk to them. You'll feel, yes, I can do it. Then start talking with your classmates, and then with parents. Of course, every day they are available to you. You can chat with them. You'll see the mistakes happening as you're talking. Okay. And you'll learn slowly. It will take some time, but very soon you'll grow. Thank you, Pankaj.
Wow, thank you so much, sir. So students, start speaking to your younger ones, start developing your communication skills, and we are sure one day you'll be there. Wow, thank you so much, sir. So next question is, this is something which is happening from past many years, but now, I am body shamed in school, and it makes me lose my self-esteem. How do I cope up with it?
It's okay. Okay. You just work on yourself. Yeah. It's very natural. Yeah. When I was small, I used to go for this naval training. And because I was to go for this naval training, I had a hair which was very small. It was always zero machine. And I lived in an era where people were hippie. It was a style to grow hair. We were in that era. You must have seen Amitabh Bachchan with long hair. It was a style, long hair, Rajesh Khanna. I was a small boy in school that time, and because I used to go for this naval training, I used to have this crop very small, and all used to teach me taklu, taklu, taklu. You can't help it. There are people who will keep names, who will tell everything to you. Okay, and I was the shortest boy in the class, so everybody would tease me, hit on, on my head, and make fun of me. It's okay. It's their problem. Yeah, it's not yours. You just work on yourself. Just every day do little jogging, exercise. Yeah, and I'm sure you look fitter with time. 14, it's okay to look little lumpy, little maybe whatever you are, but start exercising. By 18, you'll automatically get your arms, your biceps. I've seen so many kids who have such body and such things today when at 18. Best example is Hrithik Roshan. He was a fatso who was always teased in the class for how many years. And today the whole world looks up to him. I think so. He's the most handsome man in the universe. Yeah. So it's a passing phase. Yeah. It's okay. Life mein ye bhi dekha. And the fun is I have something to achieve. It's an opportunity. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Again, such an amazing positive perspective. I have something to achieve, and this is, trust me, students, we have been all through this. I have also been fat, then I lost weight, then again gained weight. So this is something which keeps happening. In fact, it's not about being fat or being thin. When I was fat, people called me Motu. When I'm thin, people called me a stretcher. So that is something which is a part of life. You can't really be upset about it. Just that, as Sir rightly said, you need to be like having that sense, I need to work on myself and achieve it, and don't be worrying about all these things. This will keep happening. Thank you so much, sir, for this perspective. And yes, I'm sure many of them would already be Hrithik Roshan ke fans, so they would have got that. Sir, this is something which is a very practical type of a question. Are the topics and chapters we learn in school really going to help us in the future?
Definitely no. Nothing else except yourself. Yeah. If you're thinking these studies are going to help, you're wasting your time. It is not help. Does ABCD help you now when you're in 10th standard? No. If you tell ABCD till Z by heart, will anybody clap for you? No. Can you tell ABCD till Z I studied as a child when I was in junior KG is waste today? No. Is it useful today? No. It's changed. It's different now. Today it is physics, chemistry, biology. Tomorrow it is something else. It's learning. Use it in your life. Yeah. You'll be better to talk to people. You'll be better to face life. Understand. Don't hold to it, what is useful and what is not useful. In Britain, they immediately stopped when calculators came in that children should not study addition, subtraction, multiplication. It was a cognitive development. It is not about calculator hai, so calculator se seekhenge multiplication. No, it's a brain development. It is a different theory. Does that mean multiplication aaya to mere ko kuch aaya? No, the brain develops. Understand, it's not useful. Okay, calculator is there tomorrow also. Okay, I also, though I'm a math teacher, when I have to do some financial calculation, I will use a machine. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it is what I studied is not useful. Everything is useful. And when you eat food, you tell what it is not useful. That's how blood comes to your body. Same way, it's a brain development. Understand, my dear students. Don't look business as life as business, profit and loss. Okay, life is life. Yeah.
Wow.
Good question. Thank you.
Yeah. So students, I think you got this answer. Again, an age-old question. Many of the teachers also were facing these questions, हम जो पढ़ा रहे हैं बच्चे पूछते हैं इसको भी लाइफ में होता है कि इट्स नॉट अबाउट इट इज बीइंग यूजफुल और नॉट यूजफुल, इट इज जस्ट दैट यू आर लिविंग अ लाइफ, इट्स अ ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट थिंग, look at it that way. Wow, thank you so much, sir, for this. So just last two questions. One is, how did you get the idea to launch QR books for students?
Yeah. See, in this online era, everybody is just watching the screen, and exam is not about listening to the teacher whole day. Exam is how well you write in that 3 hours. Now, if that exam is about writing for 3 hours, then you have to develop an attitude of writing. Okay. It has to be a habit of writing. If exam was you have to talk for 3 hours, then you have to talk. You have to just see the screen. But exam is how well you write, how well you put your paper there. Suppose you know everything, but you're not able to write. You do spelling mistakes. You miss the steps. You miss the important words. Okay. Now, though you knew it, but you didn't put it on paper. Okay. You lose marks. No? Yes. So it was that thought that, can I give this QR book to each and every student? We have 30 crore kids studying in India. And my dream is each and every child should have this QR book, because there's a teacher in it. If you're not knowing how to write, the teacher will tell you how to write. There's a teacher there that time itself. Because when I'm writing, suppose I do mistake, I don't know whether it is wrong. And if I have a teacher there right at that time, I will correct that mistake. And I'll be thankful to that teacher who was there at that time to correct my mistake. So my dream is to spread this, my dear friends, students, spread it to everybody. Each and every child in India should have this QR book, because it's a teacher for every answer when you are writing. Yeah, I think so. It's a great innovation. Thank you to my team who made this possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And students, if you remember, I said, sir is someone who truly loves you all, because 38 years of his life, 24/7, his life has always been how to make teacher better, how to help a teacher, how to make the life of a student easy. It has always been like teacher, student. And this is an example. When he saw that online, the child is not active, he's just listening, he said, why not come up with QR book? And the kind of efforts that the team took, the way it was done during the pandemic, we still remember.
Yes.
It is now. That's why we say
Pankaj,
it
you
should.
remember, used to sleep there. Used
Yeah.
to sleep there, and night you used to sleep because police used to not allow you to go out. And morning used to get up and then go. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it was all out of love. I mean, sir's love for all the students, which has all transferred to us. So we remember those days of recording those videos during the pandemic. And it is all available to you. That's why we say the whole of India should have sir's blessings. This is something which is very, very important. Very, very important. Sir,
God bless you. God bless you.
And sir, a child wants to know, what was your dream job? This is the last question. What was your dream job?
You took me back 45 years. Yeah, maybe more than that. Yeah, more than that. Just sharing my dream. When I was small, when I was just 6-7 years old, India and Pakistan faced a war. Okay, and of course India won the war. I was very much influenced, or rather, as you tell, my icon, or was my so-called role model, was a military officer, and that's how I took up naval training, and I told I will go to Indian Navy and fight for this country. So I did the whole course on the naval course. I joined Sea Cadets, and I did the whole 5 years program there, right from 7th standard to 12th standard, and only aiming to be a naval officer. बट प्यार हो गया भैया, प्यार हो गया तुम बच्चों से। और प्यार का कोई दवाई नहीं है, इश्क हो गया तो हम आशिक हो गए और जिंदगी भर तुम्हारी तरफ देखते रहे। ये मेरी जिंदगी है बच्चों। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर coming into my life. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, Pankaj.
Oh, wow. This was really, really motivating, sir. And thank you for all the love. I'm sure your love must have reached most of the students. Students, this video is also available now on YouTube, so you can actually share it, right? I'm sure many of your friends would want to know the answers to all the questions that sir gave. And trust me, when we say, sir loves you all, he expressed, I don't know whether you would have ever got this expression from anybody, ki bhai ishq ho gaya, pyar ho gaya, to ho gaya, and I'm here for you all. So this was really motivating, and this was really special, sir. Thank you for making our Sundays so
Thank
special,
you.
right?
God bless.
Thank you
Thank
so much, sir.
God
Thank
bless.
you so
Yeah.
much, students and teachers who attended this session. It was really special and lots of learning and lots of motivation. I already have goosebumps. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Okay,
so much
bye,
for all
bye,
the
bye,
love.
bye,
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.